Hello, you guys. Hi, Lane. Hi, Kelly.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so happy you could join us today.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Hi, Kelly. So we have Micah is coming, and Jen and Dalmain are uh, Jen may be coming a bit late. Dalmain's not sure. She's stuck in the getting her passport line. You know how long that could take, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just wait a minute for them and then we'll get started. I feel like I miss you guys. Like I feel like we need to gather more, which we will be. We will be. I guess I'm impatient to really jump into everything here. Did you get the calendars? Both of you?
Yep.
Perfect. Yep. Perfect. All right. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Shoot, just a minute. Okay, I just grabbed the wrong. I wanted last month's module in front of me. Hold on.
Have I met you already, Lane?
No, this is my first time.
Hi, I'm Kelly.
Hi, nice to meet you. I feel like I know you because I've watched all the recordings. So, but I work on Wednesdays, so it just hasn't worked out. So
Well,
it's
I'm
good
glad
now.
you're here.
Yeah, thanks. Me too. Good
Good to
job
see
on your
more.
bear.
Oh, thanks. I put a background on her and then I stopped. I don't know if we're supposed to continue or if we're supposed to wait till the end of the month to do more, or if we're just supposed to carry on our own.
Question?
Janice,
What was
I don't
that?
know. I finished mine.
the bear, my what do you call her? Spirit animal.
Yeah.
I put a
Yeah.
background on her and then I just stopped.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know if we're supposed to continue or save it for the end of the month.
You can continue because
Okay.
we'll start a new one next month. I was trying to fit in a time where I could say, hey, I'm going to paint this afternoon, guys, if you want to come. Right? And then I'm like I blocked it in for next week. And then I'm like, oh, I got this commission painting I have to finish. So I need to get that done. But I could always paint that while we're painting too. Okay, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Micah, come in. I thought I hit that. There. Hi, Micah.
Honestly,
so
after
sorry.
Oh.
Oh, 1 second. So sorry, Micah. I thought I clicked admit and you were still hanging out there in the waiting room. So
I don't know what's going on.
that's okay.
It's all wackadoodle today.
Well, welcome. Welcome. Sorry, Lane, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, after I watched the spirit animal video, I definitely am not this caliber of painting. That was like my third painting of my life. So when I seen everyone's, I was like, wow, these are true artists.
Well, that's a compliment, right?
Yeah, everyone did a great job. Mine looks like a grade 5er did it. So,
and you know
but
what?
anyways,
it's all about the intention, the process, the energy that we create as we're doing it, and that is totally fine. That's the beautiful part of using painting along with this soulful work is like it doesn't matter. We're not going to sell it. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And there are paintings that I paint over top of again too. So you can keep it and it can be special for you. And you know what? You'll be surprised at how things shift and change for you as you move along. It's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Right? Yeah. Okay, so you guys, first I just kind of want to hear from you where you're at. And oh my God, my hair is really fluffy, today? Fluffy. I said I'm letting my hair dry on its own now. Like I've decided to embrace my relaxed wild woman and I am not doing my hair anymore in the morning. I'm so tired of it. We were talking on the morning meditation this morning about freedom and the feeling of freedom. And I was like, yeah, that brought me a real feeling of freedom. Like just saying whatever to my hair. And you know, the mornings that I'm like, oh, I gotta have a shower today, right? And oh yeah, it's okay because it only takes me a few minutes and then I run a comb through it and leave it. But in my lifetime, I have spent way too much time on my hair. So that's my freedom for today. Anyways, I wanted to check in with you guys and see how it was going. So last month was all about the fire and grace. So the intentions that we are setting to go deeper into this soulful journey. So the soulfully aligned journey, the soulfully aligned creative portal, kind of same thing. This is your personal journey for you. And you're not worrying about channeling for anyone else. You're not worrying about becoming a healer or a great artist or anything. It is just about your journey into your soul and deepening that and coming up with what works for you as far as a practice that will keep you there. Because sometimes it's really hard to stay in that practice when it's just ourselves, right? And that's where this group is really nice because we can keep each other on track, right? We can keep coming back to the circle, keep coming back to the home base through reminders of like, oh yeah, we got a meeting next week, right? But what is keeping you, or what is developing for you as far as your own personal practice? What are you trying to create more of in your life? Just curious to share, because when we share, it definitely will help. And I, for one, also over the summer, it was like I didn't do my deep meditations, and I need to get back to that. So I do the what is now turning from 10 minutes into 15-minute meditation with people in the morning. But I always would do longer, deeper meditations on my own. And I haven't been doing that. And I really recognize I need to come back to that and create space for that. So what's working for you? Not just meditation, but whatever. Anybody want to go first? And also, if you have any questions or comments on anything, it's open. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Kelly.
going to start. I'm really struggling with prioritizing myself and this. So I've been putting my kids and my grandkids and everything else ahead of me. We have been away at the cabin for 2 months. So I don't have a regular routine there. It's just an open door policy. People come, and then it's like, oh yeah, it's 9 o'clock and I didn't do any of my work. So this is our final weekend at the cabin. And I'm really looking forward to having some time for me and choosing me next week. So that's where I'm at. I don't know if that's where anybody else is, but I'm just finding it a bit of a struggle, and looking forward to next week where I can just say, hey, I have nobody knocking at my door. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with vacation homes. People, oh, hey, let's go visit them. They're at the lake. And they drop in unexpected and they're there for 3 hours. And it's like, oh, okay, I had stuff I planned. So it all gets put on the back burner. And that's my own choice. And that's my own, like, that I have never put a boundary out. Not sure if I'm prepared to. We've had the place for 27 years, and there's never been a boundary on the open door policy. So next week will be a little bit better for me. So that's all I have for today.
Totally understand. Anybody want to respond? Lane?
I actually feel very similar to what you're saying. I have little kids, they're 5 and 2. So just trying to find quiet time to do the course has been a challenge, but it's been really good because I have been making the time. But for example, last night I was finishing the spirit animal painting and sitting there trying to do the meditation right before the painting, and I'm like right in the middle of it, all of a sudden, mommy, right? So it's just like I have a hard time staying focused because I have little kids. But I've been working on waking up earlier for the past maybe month or two, and waking up earlier, doing meditations, and exercising. So I've been trying to do that to be more balanced.
Nice. Yeah, in your body too. That's perfect. Oh, I remember those days of trying to meditate with 3 little ones running around. It used to get me so mad, and then I'd be like, what's the point? Now I'm mad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's a challenge.
It is.
But they're not awake at 6 a.m., so that's kind of the answer.
But my kids always used to sense when I get up, and they'd be like, oh, one-on-one mommy time. I'm getting up.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh,
Totally.
I get it. Micah. It's okay.
Oh, me and electronics this morning are just not simpatico. Like, anyways, yeah, I feel the same as you guys. I was actually laughing because the first of the week I was like, okay, I just need to start reading Janice's book. I've had it for almost a year now, and every time I'm like, oh, something happens. So I start reading it, in like in the first chapter or two, you're like, don't be a martyr. What about your stories? Self-sacrifice is not good. I was like, mother trucker. Like, thanks, Janice. Whew, okay, guess I'm looking at my stories right now. I was like, okay. So then I'm putting finally got a binder for all my stuff, and I'm like, oh, I haven't done my third eye painting yet. Oh, I haven't what did I just completely check out the last month? Where have I been? What planet am I on? I don't even what year is it? I don't know. So yeah, it's hopefully getting back on track now. And then this last month was just crazy anyways, like that energy and all of that. And when I was putting my stuff in the binder, I was like, oh, that fire and grace. Yep. Checkity check. That was last month. Okay, maybe I should have looked at this a little more when I was like, what in the hell is going on? So there's that.
Well, we need Jen here to tell us what is going on, because I'm feeling very spacey too and ungrounded. And when we talk about freedom and the energy of freedom, it's like, okay, I've been given the freedom now that I've been creating in my life for years and years and years. Now I've been like, okay, now I'm here, and now all of a sudden I'm all over the place and can't seem to get that structure in place, which is part of what I want to do too, is get back to a structure of that deeper, longer meditation, of grounding. But I'm wondering if there's something going on astrologically too that is influencing us.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a heck of a lot over last month.
Yeah, I know for me personally, just in my chart, it has I'm in a time frame of deep diving and releasing and that, but the super full moon was most effective of mutable signs. So Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And I was like, oh, good thing I'm only 3 of those. Gemini sun, Virgo moon, Sagittarius rising. Cool. Check. Okay. Well, now I know why it's such a mess right now.
Cool. So do you actually read charts, Mike?
I don't. My stepmom does. So she'll always be like, "How's it going?" And I'm like, and she's like, "Oh, okay, well, this is in your chart, just so you're aware." And then it's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Then I don't feel so crazy.
Right? That's the exact thing that I found when I started to follow astrology more and follow the planetary movements. It's like, oh, there is a definite connection here. This is not just about me. Right?
Yeah,
This
well,
is
and
going on around us. And
there's
it's
what,
very
7
helpful.
planets in retrograde right now.
Or
So
yeah.
everything's spinning backwards. Or
Yeah.
whatever it does. I don't
And
know.
I think Jupiter's still in retrograde, but Venus has gone forward. So last call I listened to was about, you may find yourself going into your heart, questioning what you're doing, and Jupiter being in retrograde, being our planet of abundance and good luck and good fortune, means we have to go within to create that now. And I'm like, yeah, okay, this is making a little more sense, because I also, and I will be completely vulnerable and share with you guys, it's like this path is one where you have to keep directing yourself onto. It's not that, okay, I did my meditation today, now I'm soulfully aligned and I'm going to just have a great day. It's like, you have to keep coming back. And even just in the last couple days, I have been journaling about what are my intentions? What am I creating? Like, I need to keep coming back to it, keep coming back, keep coming back. And sometimes I used to think, what is wrong with me? Why can't I remember what it is I want to create? Right? I should have that like forefront in my thoughts, but life gets in the way and there's a lot going on around us and we get strayed, we stray off and we get caught up in other energies, and that's okay, because what it comes down to is like, how fast are we coming back onto the path? How quickly can we get ourselves recentered again? And the more we practice that recentering, coming back into our soul, having a practice in the morning to, if you like exercise, yeah, that's hugely important too. And I haven't been getting enough of that. Like I used to run as a runner, and then my body is getting old and it's got all these aches and pains, and running is high impact and not so I let that go, but that's what kept my brain clear, right? So I'm struggling to get back. Go ahead, Kelly.
So like you said, towards your intentions, can your intentions change as we're going through this? So like say last week, oh, my intention was blah, blah, blah. And then, next month it's going to be something totally different. And is that okay?
Oh, for sure. And what I think happens is you get more clear. You get
Okay.
more clear and into your heart, because what I thought I wanted when I first started this business, what I thought I was creating is totally different from what I have now. But when I look back and go, oh, wait a minute, it was directed the whole time. Like Soulfully Aligned was the very first program that I created, the art of a soulfully aligned life. And that is what this is all about. But at the same time, my clarity of it has changed and shifted. And finally, I'm like, oh, so the universe had a plan all along. Okay. Okay. It took me a while, but I keep kind of going like this down the path.
I have a quote that I have no idea where it came from. When I was 17, I had a poster and it said, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. And so I follow that often, because it's like, I will be guided. I will be guided, and sometimes I'll stumble. And oftentimes I might just drive right through, but it's like, I really don't know where I'm going. And this is what my question was, when our intentions change, and you just nailed it. You become more clear, and your clarity shows up, and that you are on your way. I am on my way, just not quite sure what my end process will be.
Yes, and that's okay. And when we can let go and be okay with that, and just say, okay, universe, I'm listening, you know, I'm doing my best here. I don't know where this is headed. I'm not sure what's developing, but I'm okay with just following that guidance and that intuition and that and the things that light me up. I'm going to keep following that, right? Clarity is huge. That's one of the biggest things that I've been writing. I desire clarity. Desire clarity in all aspects of what I'm doing. Clarity of creativity, you know, clarity of channeling, knowing my next steps, knowing right now I'm in this really big kind of black zone of my creativity because I've got these ideas of what I want to change and shift my artwork into. I'm working with a new mentor that has suggested to me, because I struggled with, you know, I have my landscape paintings and then I have this visionary stuff like this mandala back here. And they're two separate kind of categories. And she's like, okay, I'm going to challenge you to bring it together, to pull it together. And as soon as I started like allowing that idea in, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like that's when Micah, Izzy Ivy, Kate, you mentioned her. You posted a painting that you had started with her. And I looked it up. I don't know why. It just like, whoosh, oh, Micah, I love that painting. And then I started looking at Izzy Ivy, who I just got her 2 decks of cards. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love what she's doing. So you guys could look her up. She's a very cool, young, blows my mind, young woman. And the knowledge that she has, the channeling she has, is that she brings through is amazing. So anyways, what that's done is it's opened up this whole new direction for my painting, and I'm feeling really kind of lost in the dark zone of all of that, and I'm floundering, and it's not a very comfortable place to be. But I do know from experience that once you get onto the other side of that, oh, it's so worth the struggle, right? So anyways, I can't remember what that came from, but what I want to do is just kind of go through the module first, and then I'm going to take you guys on a journey, meditative journey. So hopefully you saw the module. It's in the Teachable. Hopefully everybody's getting in there and it's working okay for you. Let me know if you have any struggles. Teachable can be a little finicky at times, and I know I struggled with it for a long time because I had 2 emails and it was messing me up. But anyways, I did add the module. I added in videos for this month. I also added in some meditations for you. And so check those too. I think it was an energy clearing meditation I added in. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the channeling that came through for us for this month, I always love this part. So this message came from no one in specific. It was more just guides and angels. And they said, you may often feel your intentions are not manifesting. Rest assured that you are absolutely building a bridge between here and the infinite field of potentiality. You are building a foundation for the new growth. The gathering of energy required to bring forth the manifestations to the earth is magical, even from our perspective, because it all begins with you, beautiful souls. It is your focus and intention that draws in the pure potential energy that creates your world. It is the moment that you think of what you want to create that it is already yours. But often because you cannot see it, you abandon it. We are here to say, stay the course. We will teach you how to feel the growth, and you must believe, truly believe, that all you want is coming to you. Imagine an acrobat riding a bicycle across the trapeze lines over a great canyon. This takes great skill and courage, but with that, the artist can bridge canyons of doubt. You must practice your skills, develop your belief in your abilities to create every day. This will take great courage on some days, but if your intention and focus stays clear, you will soon see the bridge growing between what you want and what is manifesting. Continue to watch for the signs of what you are creating. Watch with curiosity, wonderment, and alertness. Feel into the vibration of gratitude each time you see a sign, and more will come. You are a creator, so you know to create is to believe in your creations. You feed the elements into your seeds of creation with your belief. Hold your vision. Stay the course if your true heart is desiring it. And remember, you are a cosmic force of divine potential, like a genie in a bottle. You hold the power within you to create. You are a powerful creator. We love you and are always here for you. Your angels and guides. So the idea of it's not just vision what you want and then sit back and enjoy. It's keep honing the skills of clear intentions, of focus, of dropping in, being able to get to the point that you can drop into your heart at any point throughout the day is what we want to be doing. Because we're human, we're not going to be there all the time unless we become, a great guru. But like I said, it's being able to stop and remember throughout the day and then drop in to that heart center, to that soul part of you, where your soul resides in your heart, and that's where you want to keep coming into. And so as you go forward, where it says, don't abandon your dreams and desires, it made me think of what Kelly said, can we change our mind? Yes, absolutely. It's the clarity of what we desire. The more clear we get, that brings it to us, that pulls it, magnetizes it into our lives. So it's okay, because each day, each week, you're a new and different person. You're growing, evolving, and so your dreams and desires will also grow and evolve, and they get clearer because we become more connected to our heart, less connected to what we think we want, more connected to what our heart desires truly are. It's not that easy to know what your heart desires are. It really does unfold over time. And that's okay. And we still can create and manifest things along the way too. Like, it's not like, oh, we changed directions, now I messed it all up. It's like, no, you probably even brought in more energy when you redirect. So the alchemist is the one who changes, who can transform, the alchemist basically transformed something into gold, right? So you as the alchemist, imagine, and I often say it feels like you're a conductor of energy, because this is going to come through in the meditation, I think, because if you imagine that you are a conductor, that you can use all the elements, like the magician in the tarot, or where you can pull in all the elements that we've been given from the earth, like fire, air, water, right? Like all those elements, metal and the earth, right? Wood, right? And bring it together, and you get to shape and mold it and create it. We have immense power here as creators. And once we align with the universe and move with the flow of the universe, that power is beyond what we even can understand right now. And so knowing that you get a voice in your creations, right? It's not just us creating on our own. That's what we used to do, and that is the struggle. hard work. But when we align with that universal flow, with our soul center, and start to create from our heart, things fall into place much easier and quicker. So the next part says we're about to begin a powerful journey into the underlying energies of creating. It's the quantum realm. Imagine you are the alchemist using the elements of this earth to create through the infinite field of potentiality. We came here to heal and create. We've been gifted the elements of this earth to use for our creations. In our meditation, we're going to plant our seeds of intentions with the help of Mother Earth, where a great forest of our dreams will grow. We will connect with the trees of the earth and their energy. They have so much to teach us. The forest of trees are literally all one organism. The whole forest, the trees of the world, basically, are connected in an intricate root system where the trees speak and communicate to each other. And we can enter the enchanted forest and listen to their ancient wisdom and learn. This forest is ripe with imagination and creativity. The element of wood brings focus, assertiveness, and grounding. So you may want to carry wood with you. Chop wood, carry water, but carry some wood with you through this month, or a piece, if you have a piece of wood that you've maybe saved, like rocks that you collect, then maybe that is something to carry with you. The trees teach us how to be more human. Our root system is rooted to the earth and each other. We are ultimately all one. We are connected, but not always communicating. We can learn to open and listen to the subtle energy of communication through our roots and reach up, open up, grow, and expand together, anchoring in the light to the earth. The trees can teach us how to be connected for the future growth of our world. Our shamanic painting this month will be the tree of life. And think about, what does your personal tree look like? If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? What tree do you look up to and absolutely love? And so you'll be drawing trees and playing around with that. And the videos in there show you how to get started with that, show you some trees that I created. And also, if you wanted to paint or play on small pieces of paper or cardstock, heavier paper, you could be creating your own oracle cards beginning, and you could continue that through this whole journey if you wanted. So there's some fun activities there. There was something I was going to add in here and I lost it. Oh, the earth connection. So last month was about, sinking in, creating a practice for ourselves. And now we're going to really connect into the earth and the trees. And this is a big part of our soul connection, because we are both heaven and earth. We are made up of the elements of the earth, but holding the divine spark within us. So we are the gateway. We are the channel of bringing that light in, grounding it into the earth, and creating here on earth. So having a relationship with nature, with the earth, is super important, which I'm sure I'm speaking to the choir here. So, okay. So as you go through this month, keep trees in your mind and try and do a couple of those tree drawings before we begin our tree. I used to do just a twisted tree for this one, but in the last week or so, the tree of life has been coming in really strongly, and I'm like, oh, I think we need to paint the tree of life and learn more about the tree of life and have some fun with that. Okay, any questions? Yes, Micah.
Oh my goodness. It's funny because I just ordered a book. I've not received it yet. I ordered it the first of the week, and it's tree horoscopes.
Really?
So you like do your birthday and whatever, and it tells you what tree and like the properties and how it can help you in your journey or whatever. So I was like, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. That's fabulous. Oh, that's curious too. I'm
So-
like, sorry, I'm tangled in cords here. Um,
I'll have to let you guys know how it is.
yeah,
I think it's
please
I think
do.
it's supposed to be here today or tomorrow, but I was like,
That sounds fascinating. I can't wait to find out. And if you have never looked at, even there's YouTube videos of the language of trees is fascinating because they do have a root system that I don't know if you guys know this already or not, but they do communicate with each other in many different ways. And there are mother trees that help the other younger trees, you know, flourish. They protect each other, they nurture each other. It's very cool. And I think that that part is why this message has come through of how we can learn from the trees, right? And work more as community, as a human species community rather than individuals on their own. All right. Yeah.
there's an area, it's in the Sawtooth Forest, but it's like an hour and a half-ish from where I'm at. And I noticed 4 or 5 years ago that anywhere you go in that area, the trees are in circles
Really?
of like, yeah, of like 3 to 5 trees are in a circle. And like, that's how they're all bunched together.
Oh
It
my God.
doesn't look like it unless you really look, but it's it's funny. And there's always one that is bigger than the rest, or sometimes there's one central one and all the trees around that tree.
Oh,
Well,
very cool.
anyways,
I think
since we're in
truly,
a circle,
yeah, I think truly that, you know, Avatar is really tapped into that mother tree aspect and the energy that can come through from the one old tree. I really, really, on my list, my bucket list is to get to the West Coast to see. I mean, I've seen the cathedral forest. I've been in the cathedral forest in on the island, Vancouver Island, which is absolutely amazing. And it's old cedar trees. And even when we drove home through, I think we were driving through Montana last fall when we drove home from our retreat that Whitney had, which I am off to again. Are you going, Micah? Oh, no. Sorry, you guys.
I was going to, and then I was like, I just feel like I need to be somewhere else. So I told Whitney, like, go ahead and give my spot away. And I've been like fretting and crying on the inside about it. But Mount Shasta is calling real hard.
Oh my gosh. Yes. No, Shasta.
So I will be at Mount Shasta instead.
You will be? Oh my gosh. So cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So
on my other list.
I will be happy and sad at the same time. It will. She calls like every couple of years, so we'll see.
Oh, okay. You going to these sacred sites are so important too. That is something that I do a lot of. And we're lucky here in Alberta, we have some beautiful sacred sites like Lake Louise and that, but they're just so busy with tourists that, yeah. Okay, that's okay. So anyways, you guys, that's those big old ancient trees. If you can get to see them, if you can go and be with trees this month, it's a beautiful time as we're changing seasons to be with the trees before winter, because I do truly feel the energy goes down into the roots, right? And you can tell. And I know that when I've gone out for walks in the winter time, in the dead of the winter, it's like I feel like I'm all alone. Like out in the country when we lived on the acreage, even just walking amongst the trees, it's like it feels like they're not even here, right? So this time in the spring, summer, fall is a really good time to be connecting to the trees. Okay, ready for our meditation? Or we can, anybody have anything else they want to share? Okay, let's do our meditation. So I'm going to get you to settle in. Can you hear me okay? Is everything? All right. And you can get comfortable. Close your eyes if you feel that's comfortable, or just lower your gaze. Take in some nice, deep, long breaths. And let go. So breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, if that's comfortable. And we're just going to shift into these other dimensions. So bringing ourselves into our breath. Acknowledging our guides and angels of the highest truth and compassion. Take as many long breaths as you need. It's to settle and slow down. And when you're ready, just come back to your normal breathing pattern. Bring your awareness into your heart. Breathing into your heart. See a light there. And let that light begin to grow and expand and open like a beautiful flower within your heart. And here is where we connect with our soul. Invite the deeper part of you in. The deeper yet the highest part of you. We acknowledge all our ancestors, saints, gurus, divine masters, angels, guides, and teachers of the highest truth and compassion. We invite you in to circle up. We invite in our beautiful brothers and sisters, all our relations, the four-leggeds, the two-leggeds, the standing beings, the creepers, the crawlers, the flyers, the swimmers, all that are here for the highest good. Welcome, welcome. And we especially connect to the standing beings of the trees. Opening up to the four directions, Father Sky and Mother Earth. Welcome. As you stand in your heart and you call in your spirit team, your spirit animals to stand with you. You're going to feel yourself connect down to Mother Earth, dropping that light from your heart, going all the way down, creating a beautiful pillar of light, going down deep to Mother Earth, to the heart of the earth. Imagine yourself standing on the earth in a beautiful place where up ahead you can see a great forest of trees. And you're on the path that's going to walk you up to these beautiful trees. You feel the earth under your feet. You feel the air in your skin, and you can smell the trees. You can smell the earth. And as you walk into this forest, you can feel the great grounded energy of these trees. This is your forest of trees. These are all the trees that you have created, that you have planted seeds of intention. Look at the beauty that you have created. Look at the variety of trees. Look at the ones that maybe are finished their life cycle. You created, but it's moving on. Just keep walking. Down this path, feeling so much gratitude for all you've created, intentionally, maybe unintentionally. It's okay. In the center of this forest is the great mother tree. So big, you can't even wrap your arms around her. This is your mother tree. You're going to go and you're going to stand up with your spine against her. What does she look like? What does her energy feel like? And as you stand there with your spine against her, you can feel her heartbeat. And you realize it's the same rhythm as the heartbeat of the earth. And this energy is running up and down your spine, healing, slowing you down, connecting you even more into your heart. And holding in your hands are your seeds of intention of what you're going to create next in your life, what you've intentionally thought about. So just take a minute here, gently holding these seeds in your hands with your spine up against this tree, and think about your creations, what it is that you are creating intentionally in your life. These could be seeds of feelings, emotions, or seeds of ideas. Just breathe for a minute here. When you clearly defined those intentions again and thought about them, you can feel your heart resonate, the ones that are so in alignment. You're going to walk around this tree because there's an entrance deep into the tree. You find the spot, the portal. As you walk around the tree, there's going to be an opening. So find the opening. And the opening takes you down deep into the earth. You're journeying down deeply into the earth. Your spirit animal is coming with you, and your seeds are carefully being held in your hand. And as you move down into the earth, you see a light above coming in front of you, opening up into the Mother Earth hearth, the space that Mother Earth dwells, and she is there. And she's this beautiful being who looks you in the eyes, smiles, and all the love that she has for you radiates through her eyes. She is so happy you've come. And she greets you with the biggest, warmest hug. It almost brings you to tears because the love is so strong. This beautiful mothering energy. And she's got a fire there for you to curl up in front of, warm, cozy spots. She's got perhaps warm food ready to feed you, a blanket to wrap you up in. She is just so happy you are here, and she just wants to nurture you and give you sustenance. And as you express your gratitude to her for all she gives, you can see her heart expand with the returned love. You are here in the heart of Mother Earth. Perhaps she has messages for you. And you soak up her love, her vitality, and then you give her the seeds that you have. She takes them lovingly in her hands and tells you, "Don't worry, I got this." She is going to plant your seeds into the earth, where great trees of your new intentions will grow. And so you pass those seeds on, and you can see they're glowing already. And you give her a great hug of gratitude for all she's given you. And you promise to nurture this relationship between you and her. And come out of her space, and you're leaving, coming back up the tree, moving back the pathway that you came down on, knowing you can trust Mother Earth fully and completely. Coming back up into this forest. And you're going to walk down the path to the edge of the forest. where the new trees are going to grow. Perhaps you can already see sprouts there, but you look at where the sun is shining on the earth with a great knowing and a deep belief that yes, this is happening. And now you can come back, following the path back to the place where you first began. Take your time. Notice your forest and everything in it. Perhaps there's water trickling around in a stream or waterfalls. Perhaps there's more flowers growing, mushrooms, new sprouts of trees. Wherever you look is growth and abundance. This is the life force energy, continually expanding, continually growing. The cycle of life. As you come back to the place you began, standing on the earth, with your team of support around you. Thank you to our spirit team. Thank you to the protectors of the four directions. Thank you, Father Sky, Mother Earth. Thank you to our spirit animals and our beautiful trees. Feel yourself coming back into your space, sitting in your chair, feeling into your body, wiggling around your body before you open your eyes. Deep breath in. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come on back. Really important to take your time as you come back because it can be very jolting. We truly are in different dimensions when we are in deep meditations. So, all right. And we are back. Oh, look at that. It's exactly 11 o'clock. Did not time that. Does anybody want to talk about anything or share?
I kind of have something. So ever since the spirit animal meditation, I was really glad to hear that a couple people had two spirit animals. And I was gonna actually message you because I was gonna be like, can you have more than one? I don't know which one is mine. So, and every time I do it, there's always two there, but I only did end up painting one. But so one is I lost my dog in April, but he was just a little dog that you could hold. And every time I'm holding this dog and my spirit animal is an eagle, and my dog was very timid. So, anyways, he's always scared, and I'm holding him on my heart, and then the eagle is flying around,
Oh,
and it's pretty cool. It's really cool. But I was just wasn't sure if you could have two spirit animals.
yes.
So and then everywhere I went, I kept seeing eagles. So I'm like, oh, it must be an eagle then. But every time I do these meditations, there is always two whenever you say your spirit animal. So
Mm.
that's okay, hey? Like it's
Oh my gosh, yeah. I would say your spirit animal is your eagle, and your spirit guide is your dog. And the dog is helping you open your heart. The love there. When you say you're holding your dog against your heart, that your beautiful pet will always be with you, and he's helping you open your heart up
Uh,
even more. That's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. But yeah, absolutely, you got the eagle.
uh,
And
uh,
yeah, there was a few. There was a few with two, and also your spirit animals, like different ones will come in. There's always one that stays with you for life or two, but your different spirit totems will come in at different times of your life for different reasons, which is lovely too, because I do also have that wolf bear that is always with me. And then Jaguar entered later, or actually Jaguar was one of the first two. But then right now it's giraffe for me. So it's like they're always coming in at different times in your life, but there's always one that stays with you for. And I can't remember what it is. If your I think your spirit animal is the one that stays with you for your life, and your totems, or maybe it's the other way around. Can't remember, just language. But yeah, so beautiful. So did you paint the eagle?
yeah, I painted the eagle.
Oh, nice. Tough one to paint, but you can have fun with that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's flying, so it's got a wingspan. So it was just like took my breath away. I don't know when I picked the picture, it kind of took my breath away.
Nice.
So I knew it was the right one to trace. So it was cool.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Lane. That's awesome. Anybody else surprised by what they saw today or in your meditation, or was it a specific mother tree? Okay.
So growing up, I've always been told from like the family that the mother tree, grandmother tree is a deciduous tree. And in the fall, when her leaves come, that's her shedding her tears. And over the winter, she's resting to look after and nurture us in the spring.
Oh,
So I don't know if you have ever heard that in your shamanic training. It's just something that I've always growing up was, okay, mother tree, grandmother tree, and any grandfather tree is the ones that don't shed, like a pine tree or a cedar tree. Anything that keeps their greenery over the winter is their grandfather, and he holds space for us throughout the winter.
I love that.
Just been my learning, and I don't have anything to back it up other than what I grew up with.
Yeah.
So in the fall time, and the trees are just falling in the leaves, and I just looked at her and I cry with her because she's shedding tears for us. They could be tears of joy. So that's what came for me with this today. So
Oh, thank you for sharing that, Kelly. I had not heard it, or have forgotten if I have, but that's beautiful. I love that. And I love the balance of the male female, right? And that kind of parental balance. It's beautiful. Okay.
because in the culture, it's we always look to our grandfather, and for guidance, and he just holds space for us, whether like that's just the way I was taught. So
That's so beautiful. I just had a conversation. I had a one-on-one coaching session with a woman here 2 days ago, or whatever, Monday. And we were talking about, as mothers, grandmothers of a family, holding space for our family, that's part of our role, because of course we observe things happening that are not always comfortable to watch sometimes, but that we are the ones that can sit and hold the energetic space for the family as they grow and move through their journeys and their path. And so I love that. And the grandfather too. The grandfather is always the quiet one. often the quiet one, right? That sits in the background. So I love it. Holding space. Holding space. Okay. Anything else? We're good. Micah, I'm going to miss giving you a hug then. I was looking forward to seeing you. So Whitney Freya is one of my mentors, my coach. I got my Creatively Fit coaching certification through Whitney, and so did Micah. And that Creatively Coach certification is coming up again. So if you're interested, let me know, because I have an affiliate link. But it's a 9-month program too, I think. 9 months or close to it. Anyways, but she had her first retreat last year in Oregon, where all of us came, and not everybody was a Creatively Fit coach, but that's where Micah and I met. Yeah. And so it's coming up here. You'll notice the first week of October, I didn't book any meetings, and that is because I will be away. But we have actually an extra week in November too. So it's okay. You're going to be left with lots of good stuff to work on after September. So don't worry. You're going to be like, what? Dennis, stop, slow down. So you'll need that extra week. Okay. Well, and I can't wait to hear about Mount Shasta too. Oh my gosh. You have to find all the right places.
It's an interesting journey for sure.
Izzy talks about
the first,
Mount Shasta.
Yeah, the first time I went, I had an encounter with a guy that I don't even know where he came from on the mountain, and he started talking to me and was like, next time you come, you need to take the path and you need to go to the left. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, what, like, hello, I'm meditating on a mountain. Can you not see? And he kept talking to me for a while, and when he left, my husband was like, who is that? I was like, I don't know. Well, we never ran into the same person ever the whole time we were there, except for this person. And we met, he was at the coffee shop the next morning, like right when we were leaving. And he goes, oh, you're still here? I said, yeah. And he goes, I'll be seeing you again soon. And I was like, okay.
Oh.
And like nobody else acted like he was around. So I'm like, what is going on? Well, then I leave. I was like reading something, I don't remember in what book. And I was like, oh, that was Saint Germain.
Oh, really?
Guess I'll have to go back and go to the left.
Go to the left. Cool.
Like, okay, so maybe that's what I'll do this time. I don't know.
Apparently, a lot of people have some interesting experiences at Mount Shasta. So, and the star seed, the star people are connected to it too. So, yeah, learning more about that.
Yeah.
I've never really kind of connected to the star people or anything like that, but I mean, I have in some ways, because I've channeled what they told me they were, the aperture beings, and they look like stars. But yeah, I've been a little bit kind of standoffish about that. Not sure what I think about
Right,
all
me
of it,
too.
you
I'm
know?
like, oh, no, it's okay. You stay there, I'll stay here.
I'll stay on the earth. Anyways, but Mount Shasta is a place that I've been wanting to go to, and I've never been. So I'm curious
Yeah,
to hear
it's really
more.
magical. You should go.
I
I've
will
been
definitely.
2 or 3 times. I don't remember which.
Maybe we should have a retreat there.
Yeah, let's.
That'd be fun. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. I have my little grandson. He started kindergarten today, and there's no daycare for him this afternoon. So he's coming to hang out with me. So we're going to take the dog for a walk and enjoy the afternoon. And I hope you guys are having a great day. It's 11:11. So
time to go. Bye.
Yeah. I close circle. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Reach out. Put your pictures in the group. You can use either group, the Creative Mystic or the private one for membership or for certifications, right? That one, the Soulfully Aligned Creative Mystic membership. is our group, and then the other one has a few extra people in it. So the Creative Mystic. I see you frowning. Does that make sense? You're in two groups. Kind of. Okay. All right, you guys have a great day, and I will see you later. Okay?
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.